When you talking to me, you talking about a nigga that'll fuck your whole world up. You and your boys make a scene, I'm thinking AC Green, cause it's gonna be at least 4 or 5 you niggas in the room curled up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You ain't nothing but a MC.
Welcome to another edition of The Buck Stops Here. I am your host, Hound Dog Buck 50, bringing you the latest in battle rap news. And I am one of the illest, if not the illest battle rapper in the game. But like I always say, this is not about me. This is about Saga, Sensei Saga versus Mike P. Let's recap, let's rap, let's talk about it. Like I said before, I am your host, Hound Dog Buck 50, and we're going to talk about Mike P versus Sensei Saga, Gnome 10, Quiet Room style. Let's talk about it. Now, this was kind of it was a battle of the black sheep of URL, because both Mike P and Saga are very consistent, but yet they're not always rewarded with the bigger, cachet in terms of Summer Madness and Gnome and things of that nature. So this was definitely a good matchup, a good chance, to prove yourself, if you will. Not that they haven't already. So let's start it off. Mike P goes first. Anybody who knows me knows I don't really get details into the bars unless I watch it a second time. But Mike P's first round was good. It wasn't like an unbeatable round, but it was a good round. It was workmanlike. Saga comes out in his first. It was weird because Saga was, I don't remember the time in which it happened, but Saga he was running the line back, and when you run the line back, it's like, he was like, man, I don't know what's happening, and it was like, man, I don't even know what to call it. It seemed like to me it was bigger than a choke. It just seemed like a blunder. It was like, Saga, what are you doing? So of course Mike P wins that round. Even if you wasn't crazy about Mike P's round, he won. Mike P goes in his second. His second was solid. He got into a little angle talking about Saga and how he turned into a gun bar rapper, but he was against that as a Christian and all those things. Okay, solid round. Okay, let's see what Saga's going to come with. Because you figured, he's going to make up for the last round. At some point, Saga's doing the same thing. He's running the line back over and over, apologizing. It was like, okay, at this point, okay, it's over. Mike P won the battle. And Saga, he killed the vibe so much that I didn't even really focus on Mike P's third because I already knew he won. And it's just me being honest. I know you would like for me to tell you what Mike P said in the third, but bro, I literally checked out because I already knew it was over. Saga's third, he had a guy walk up to him, a white gentleman dressed like a cop. Dude called him a boy, then arrested him, or act like he. No, I take that back. He acted like he was going to arrest him, but he didn't. So Saga started rapping, and it was using more or less race analogies, saying, well, Mike P, you go through this, but this is what we always have to go through as black men. It was good angle, but even with that, Saga was stumbling and struggling with that. So the third, I'm not sure about, but one thing's for sure, he lost the battle. Congratulations to Mike P. He worked hard and he delivered. For Saga, I was disappointed in many levels. I think a lot of people thought because he beat beat B Dot in my opinion. It had a classic with B Dot. They just penciled in Mike P as a victory. But I knew Mike P wasn't going to be easy because Mike P is he comes with substance. So anytime you deal with somebody like that, they're going to hang in there. They're not just going to get steamrolled, at least not most of the time anyway. And then not to mention is like when you battle, after battling B Dot, nobody never really took into consideration that he might have a letdown. Because when you battle somebody like B Dot, you have to put your heart and soul into it. Because you know that boy's not coming to play. And maybe, not making excuses, maybe Saga just didn't have enough in the tank after throwing so much at B Dot. Maybe I don't know. But one thing's for sure, he blew an opportunity because it was Gnome 10. In certain situations, the scenarios change, but the magnitude of the situation doesn't change. For example, the NBA, they're about to play basketball in the bubble, as they say. And when it gets to the NBA Finals, it's not going to be your typical NBA Finals or your typical NBA playoffs. No crowd. But guess what? If somebody throws up an air ball in a Game 7, nobody's going to say, well, it wasn't really like a true playoff game because it was no crowd. No, they're going to say you choked in the big game. And Saga choked in the big game. Whether it was nervousness or not, or preparation, he choked in a moment that he needed to deliver. That's not saying that Saga won't come back or he can't come back. We're not saying that. But I'm saying, of all the times for Saga to not deliver after he went on such a great run, this was not the time for him to deliver this type of performance. So now, when he has his other battle on a rooftop or whatever, it's not about that anymore. It's about when you get that shot to get on that big stage, Saga. That's when you got to deliver. Because when you cross that threshold, smacking them might keep you over there instead of over there. You feel me? But on this day, Mike P, it's simply too much. Best of luck to Saga in the future, but you blew this one. And in the meantime, peace, love, and whatever else you think of love.